Guys, my wife's in bad shape. Right now, she's basically bedridden, can barely stand. I made an appointment with her doctor, I think November 16th, and she's got to go in sooner than that. So I have to try to call the doctor's office, see if I can. I'm going to tell her, I'm going to tell the doctor she needs to be in there sooner. You guys got to try to figure out what the hell's wrong with her. What happened yesterday is I took my dog Kita for a walk. I went through the basement door and I locked the door. I didn't know I locked it. Then when I came back, I found out I locked myself out of the house. So I'm banging on a window asking her, hey, can you come around and open the front door? So she got up and she fell in the living room, couldn't get back up. She couldn't get herself back up. So what I finally wound up doing is I picked my dog up, I put her over the fence, and then I went around, I climbed over the fence, and I went, thank God the back door wasn't locked. I went in through the back door, I got in the house, and I found her laying on the living room floor on her back, so weak she couldn't get herself up. And guys, I have absolutely nobody. I have nobody to help me with decisions. I have absolutely no one to help. All these decisions I got to make on my own. It's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare, guys. I know for sure that God hates my fucking guts. I know that for sure. God just loves to see me fucking suffer. And I don't have any idea why. I've been nice to people. I'm very kind to animals. It's just unbelievable what's going on with her. It's like just all of a sudden, this come out of the blue. Just 2 days ago, her legs are starting to get real rubbery, couldn't stand anymore. Blood pressure's normal, sugar levels are normal. I have absolutely no help whatsoever. It's horrible not having someone that can at least help you with the decision or advice. Every single decision I have to make, I have to decide on it. It's like everything is dumped in my lap. Everything. That's why I want to move out to the country. Okay, and I'm not talking about the suburbs. I mean the country. And once I move out there, I don't want to be bothered by anybody. I'm going to live a very trollish life. I don't want to see any fucking body ever again. I want to die out there. They're going to find my skeleton in the fucking in the house. Bone dry skeleton. That's how I want it. I want it to be left alone like that. I'm happy to be out there with my animals. Maybe I can buy a couple roosters. Maybe a fucking goat or two. Maybe even a couple pigs. My dog or dogs. And I don't want to be bothered by anybody. My father was a farmer back in Italy, and I guess that's where I get it from. I would rather be with animals than people. Because all those people do is just upset you. That's all they do. Animals, they're happy to have a little bit of food, give them some love. They're happy. They're happy with that. People aren't. People aren't happy with that. I hope I'm looking at my arm here. I got some bumps on it. I'll bet you I come across poison ivy when I climbed over the goddamn weeds to get in. Yeah, so now she's bedridden. I have a porta potty. I bought a porta potty when this all started 2 years ago. And that's sitting beside the bed. So she's able to sit. Thank God she can at least sit up on the side of the bed, and she can, there's a walker there. She holds onto the walker and puts herself on the toilet. Thank God for that. That's how bad it is. If she goes in hospital, I can't pay the bills. I can't pay those. I'm still paying $1,000 in the old hospital bill. I can't pay no more bills. They're just going paid. I can't pay them. So we were supposed to go on vacation next year. I have to cancel that. We can't go on vacation. And the real reason I wanted to go, I wanted to take her on vacation too. It would have been nice to take her to the beach. Guys, let me tell you something. When you do special things with your loved ones, it may be your last. Okay? You may not know it at the time. But like if you go somewhere special, make it good, make it nice, because it may be the last time you're going to go there. You may not know it at the time, but it may be the last time you go there. So don't take that moment for granted. I love the Outer Banks. I love the Outer Banks. We were down there 4 years ago, and I took it for granted. And I had a feeling that was the last time I'm going to go down there, and it might have been the last time. It's harder and harder to get down there every year. The traffic's horrible. You have to go through Virginia. You have to bypass Washington, D.C., and the traffic gets worse every year. Every year, no matter what time you go there, even at night, we sit in traffic. We sit in 10 miles of traffic to get down there. I'm not shitting you. It's 10 miles. Every time I've been down there over 20 times. And every time we go down there, we sit in 10 miles of traffic. So number one, you got to have a good car. You have to have a car that can go, a good vehicle to go down there. Minimal budget vacation is $2,500. That's minimal. That's a minimal poor man's budget vacation, $2,500. So I have 2 dogs I'm going to bring with me, so I can't take the car. I can't put them in a car. They'll kill each other in the back seat. So I have to rent either a van or an SUV or an RV. A van and SUV is $800 a week. The cottage is $1,500. And then you need at least $500 in cash. So it's, $1,500, $800 is $2,300. You need about $2,800 to $3,000. Which I have that, but that has to go to my taxes. Which I just sent in today, my second quarter of my school tax, which was $828. Yeah, I'm all by myself, guys. All by myself on this. I don't even have somebody that can help me with the decision. See, so when I make these videos, I'm not making them to get views. I'm making them, it's a way of me venting. But yeah, I really believe God hates my guts. God has a big 10-inch boner for me. Just loves seeing me suffer. Loves seeing me suffer. There's a house for sale right now up in northern Maine. Gorgeous house. 600, I think it's $698,000. It overlooks the bay. 1.8 acres. It's all pine on the inside. Every room there's no drywall. Gorgeous house. I'd buy that like that if I had the money. I'd buy it over there. I wouldn't even want to see it first. I'd buy it sight unseen. So anyway, about the bike. Oh man. I told you guys that I bought the Crazy Horse lever fringe and throttle grip fringe, or in grip fringes for both sides. They're 36-inch long brown leather fringe. I'm putting those on in place of the ones I made. The ones I made, I don't really like them because they're real thick. Maybe I shouldn't have sandwiched the leather. They might have been a little thinner. I mean, they're about as thick as the leather ones I used to have on there. These might actually be a little thicker. You know, and I mean, it's like holding a beer can when you're going down a road. I took it out today. I mean, it's a trip to ride. It's a trip to ride with the fringe. The fringe is like going by you. The fringe does get in the way of the footrest a little bit, but you get used to that. You can work around that if you're careful. It takes away the safety a little bit. I have to admit that. I did have one cop that was looking at me. Maybe he thought it was a get back whip. And once he realized it's fringe, he kept going. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to attempt to take those off. And I put them on with double-sided tape too. So, you know what that means. They're going to be a son of a bitch to get off. So I'm going to ask you guys something. If you can please take out the time to say a prayer for my little minute family, I'd appreciate it.